Okay, let me greet everyone. Thank you for joining. Our second workshop will be in English. We sometimes hold our meetings in English to practice, to improve our speaking skills, to our communication skills, to increase our salaries, because everything is about money, and even speaking is also about money. So our three speakers today are me, Mykola Kalakutsky. Yeah, yeah, well-known premium project and delivery manager. I share my experience, but not directly related to project management as classical approach, but I share my insights, my points of view, my assembling of the experience and converting it into stories. So I'm also a top storyteller. Okay, find me somewhere, subscribe, and invite your friends also. The second person is Sergey Poznakos. Please tell a few words about yourself.
Yeah, I'm a project manager with technical background, around 13 years in IT. And today I'm going to share with you some practices of estimation, actually on the stage where we have a pre-sale activity. Yeah, I know that sometimes our meetings joining some experienced project managers, we can for sure discuss some details, but today I will be focusing on some flows that I prepared, so that please be patient and focus will be mostly on the junior and trainee project managers who would like to know at least some flow, how pre-sales can be held.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Sergey. And the third, our beauty and incredible, smart and rockety Katerina Mandrika. Yeah, please
Hey
tell us about
guys,
yourself.
if you want to speak about product management, data driven or soft skills, you can find me in LinkedIn or in the Slack, and we will keep in touch and maybe have some discussion. So you are welcome.
Okay, on our previous meeting, we discussed gathering the requirements, getting the information from the stakeholders, discussed the best approach, the best ways, what to pay attention to, and other things. Katerina helped us a lot, and I got many insights, and I recalled many things that it's important. I always forget about it. And now I do it much more often, and even with my team when I set. When I say goals, when I set some, when I discuss something with my team regarding our duties regarding our issues, it helps a lot even without communicating to stakeholders. It helps even on the team level. So thank you very much, Katie. Yeah, it works.
And if you don't mind, just my proposal to share agenda with our audience today. Yeah, and first of all, I would like to Katerina or Koля to remind us what was in the previous serial episode. Yeah, and what was the main functionality of application, and I think somebody from the previous session already joined us today, and we will be building our discussion based on the knowledge that audience already know and that you will.
And I have an offer. I have an offer for us. If there anybody who joined us previous time, who can share what do you remember from that session? Please. I know there are some.
Any volunteers?
Yeah, Ola, please.
Okay, hello, I'll try. As I remember, Mikola had an incredible idea to create a social media
Social network. Yeah.
social network. Yeah, this social network has a purpose to give for people opportunity, show their artist.
I call it communication without borders, without
Communication
limitations in
without
languages.
words. Yes, so all communication only with pictures, with their own pictures, as we discussed it. As I remember, it's not without plagiarism, and so people can communicate with own pictures. And also, as I remember, it's possible to use, if we create, I mean the people who will create this social network, some smiles and some I don't remember how it calls even in Ukrainian language.
Icons, animations, and other art items.
Yeah, the main idea, there is no words.
No words, no texts, and no other ways to interact or communicate besides.
But I would like to clarify. Only pictures without videos, or
I think that videos are possible, but very limited, without sound.
without sound. Okay.
Without sound. Yeah, you can act like a mime, you can show something, show your emotions, show your signs, show your gestures, show your smile, but without words. Okay, somebody will try to speak silently only with lips, and somebody will be able to read by lips, but it's okay. Put
like
it
an
aside.
animation.
Let's put it aside.
GIF.
GIFs, videos without sound or animations, it doesn't matter now. It is not important now, because the main interface and the interface in the proof of concept we are thinking on will not include the video content at all. On the first stage, there will not be any videos.
Only pictures.
Only pictures. Okay, graphics, animated graphics possible, but not a video stream as it is. Andrei, we discussed it, and we will have an AI tool that will analyze any art item on curse words, on bad words, and will blur it, or will deny to post it.
And guys, I will be following you with some timing. Yeah, let's spend no more than 5-7 minutes for reminding the topics that we discussed, and then we will dive into our.
Okay, our session is time limited, so I think it's time for.
Sorry, a little bit at this social future hope, social networks, a little associated for me, create or open a new Banksy for us.
New Banksy, yeah.
Banksy
is an artist world.
He inspired me a lot of times when I saw his art. Yeah, he's very inspiring.
A lot of new Banksy appear.
It would be great. Why not?
Yeah.
But it would not be a vandalism. They will do their art on the social media, and they will earn money, possibly, for it. Yeah. Okay. It's in the future. And to get this future sooner, let's discuss how can we realize our proof of concept.
Okay, so I can switch to our another stage. One moment. I need to one moment. Enter picture so we can use it.
Please share screen.
Yep.
You are so selfish. You're reading without showing us.
Yeah, I know. But I need to share it because I have a lot of screens here.
You're lost in tabs.
Yeah. Do you see my screen, guys?
Yes.
So here is agenda.
Can you zoom it in a little,
A little.
please?
One moment. I will try.
Command plus or
Command
control.
plus. Let's try. Like this?
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so here is, we need to go first, it's create a list of features. And as far as I understand, Kolya already
Yeah, I prepared.
hear about us and create this list. Then we need to discuss actually with developer. It can be a dev team or some architecture guy who is who will be able to provide some estimates how much each feature will cost in time.
If we have anybody with the technical background and the experience in high-level estimation, you can join us on this stage and provide your estimation. But in other way, we will provide our imaginary estimation for this session, but then we should probably go and approve it with our...
Kolya, I have another plan.
Okay.
Actually, I would really insist on active participation of our audience so that they will imagine how much effort it can cost for each feature. But if you will stuck in some feature, we will proceed further.
Okay.
Our main idea here not to have a precise estimation and so on, just to understand the flow and concept.
Yeah.
And then you can replicate this on your particular cases at work. So the third step will be prepare a proposal to the client and then negotiation with the client. I hope we will.
This.
Yeah, I hope we will do everything so that I will be pushing with timing. So here is we have. Okay, I need to share. Okay, let's share the list first, and then I will jump on the table Excel sheet that you will see, and you will get this after our session. So here is the list of features. Let's review it. First one, user registration.
Of course.
Profile creation and customization. Yeah. Intuitive icon-based user interface. Visit content creation and sharing. Visual content creation. Emoji and sticker library for communication.
Of course.
Visual reaction and comments. Okay, I will, and I see here is we have non-functional requirements.
Yeah.
Let's see. User interface as well. Responsiveness, it means that mobile and web.
For different screen sizes. Okay, so not to break the structure if somebody decided. Yeah, Katya.
Please go ahead.
Are these all features for the proof of concept?
Yeah, it's
because like premium features. What is this like? Is it monetization or something like that? Feature 11.
Which point?
11th.
11th. Please hold. No, it's just about the design and the user interface. So we have to think of places or possible future premium
Should
features.
we do it like right now, or maybe we can delay it on the next step of the?
We should at least keep it in mind that
Oh, okay, okay,
we
that's
will
enough.
because we will have premium features. We will need this social network makes to make money. We will need it to get some earning, and premium features, advertisement, and subscriptions are the most possible ways to get money from users and also from the investors.
Okay, and one more question, like the last one. If you can choose, for example, 5 features for the MVP of your product, what are they?
For the proof of concept,
Actually, this is a question I had as well, because I
Oh,
propose
okay.
to actually I propose to do Moscow practice. Must, you know, should
Actually, I would rather
and mark here like as
I would rather group this.
I won't do this right now with grouping, but at least I would think as we have such privilege to talk with stakeholder, yeah, I mean the client, and Kate can just question to ask some questions to Koля and to define if it's a must or it should or it would, you know. Let's do like this, and let's spend no more than 5 minutes on this. Okay.
Okay, let's go on. So we have about 10 seconds for each point. Moscow.
But for this, it would be great if you split each features where you can find end, because each feature should be should or must. You know, like user registration and user authorization. It would be 2 different features, and also profile creation and customization. Why I said that? Because, for example, in MVP version, it's okay to be without customization. Like, okay, let it be like that. But profile creation, it's must for me. Like,
yeah, and I am agree here. We can split creation and customization is not very important.
Okay, so I will put it like this. Then profile customization. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, good.
Creation and profile creation is must. This one is must as well.
Yeah, and
Creation is like wood. Yeah.
wood. What is the least important? Wood. Yeah.
Less important must, should, could, and would.
Okay, wood. Wood problem.
Would. It's the less important. Yeah. Further, intuitive icon-based user interface.
I think it is should.
It should. Okay.
Because it's also 2 points item. First, the intuitive interface and icon-based interface. So we must have it icon-based, and we should or could have it intuitive if possible. So it will be difficult to create the icon-based interface intuitive from scratch.
Let's proceed further. I already posted here. Should.
But yeah, but
by the way, any questions from audience?
Yeah. By the way,
yeah, I just want to ask you about the intuitive interface. It looks like it will be much more valuable for people because they will strictly understand like what needs to be done, what needs to be clicked instead of just icons. But that's just my imagination. Because people can struggle within even a POC if you do not understand what needs to be done next.
Good point, actually.
Yeah. And I thought about it, and I thought that I will involve some influencers, bloggers, TikTokers that will stream about using this social network, and they will explain how they understand the interface. They will have some tips, some descriptions, some clarifications, so they could be able to share it with wide audience.
Коля, could you please do something with your microphone, because
I'm
it's
sorry. I will.
annoying noise.
Sorry. I think now it's silent. I hope.
Are we recording the stream?
Yeah.
Yep. You can check.
Sorry for the noise.
So let's proceed, because we have 3 minutes left on this activity. Visual content creation and sharing. It's actually different, no?
Okay, creation is must.
Must. And sharing can be
is
postponed.
could.
Okay, sharing.
Could you please provide a little more details about sharing? Should it be like sharing in Facebook or something like that, or what is feature about?
It means sharing customization. So this content is available for me only, for my friends, for everyone on the internet.
Okay.
And also sharing includes, I can send it to another user, I can send it to another social network, I can save it, I can post it somewhere else, I can share access for others to customize it, and so on. So sharing.
Guys, do you hear what Kola said and what I asked before? I didn't get right what does sharing mean, and then I asked, could you please clarify? And then Kola describes this feature like a really huge one, not like sharing this button, but like
because I have
really...
vision, I know how should it work.
Yeah,
guys, but let's I understood that feature is deeper, but right now it's not the focus of our session. Thank you, Kate, for providing such case.
Emoji
Let's proceed with prioritization. I will be just interrupt you, because we right now following the process. So please.
Okay, this is average.
Emoji, a sticker library for communication.
Should maybe.
Should, okay. Then visual research and comment.
Visual reactions.
Reactions.
Also should they are connected.
Okay, direct messaging with images and emojis.
And these 3 points are connected to each other. So without one of them, the other.
Okay, got it. Dependencies. Yeah. On this level, we are dependencies.
Okay, this point, the 10th point is very important.
10th point. 10th. One moment. 9th depends on the 8th.
Yeah. 8th and 7th also.
So 7th. Yeah. Here is defining dependencies. This is very important.
Right. And this is a unique feature that I want to have in proof of concept. It's not easy. It is must for engaging potential investors. So
okay, great. The next one, 11th.
This is the least important.
Andrei, please go ahead.
I'm so sorry, multi-user selection, this simultaneously. If we do not have the share function, how actually the rest of people can join us and work at the same work?
Okay, we can have it in proof of concept design. So to test users, we'll have we will have contact sharing, and one of the points is to share this art for customization, and the other users who has access will be able to customize this item. It's in details, so we just need it to be available.
Коля, something bad with your...
I don't know what happens actually. Let me.
No, it's because you are touching your...
Yeah, my corner. I will try. Microphone, external microphone. Maybe like this.
Okay, notification with visual alerts.
That's going to be in system notification, right?
Notification with visual alerts.
Or email notification.
Application notification probably.
Yeah, application. Visual. It's not very important.
So it can be wood, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's proceed further. Basic content moderation tools.
Content moderation. Okay, it may be good because actually I'm not sure.
I think for proof of concept we don't need any moderation because we will be investors, and moderation can be postponed, I think, because it's not crucial to show to the potential investors the functionality, and this is not.
But we should keep it in mind. Also, we should have these tools.
Yeah. We
okay,
will.
Yeah. But
Koля, what we are talking about, is it an app or is it desktop or what is it?
I'm not sure. Is it convenient to draw using your smartphone? I'm not sure it has necessary tools. It's maybe it's more convenient. I don't know. I don't. We have to check. But
okay, so placeholders for premium features.
Okay, let it be also could or would.
Okay. The next one, basic analytics for user behavior tracking.
Actually, we should, because this is how we will learn from our users and will know what to offer.
Okay.
As a product manager, I recommend you to mark it as a must, because also if you have this, you'll have enough data and information for your investors.
Yeah. So.
Okay. What do you think?
I agree with Katya. She persuaded me.
I agree with you, boss. Because right now in the current project we are faced with such experience when we need to provide some data to prove some hypothesis and so on, and it's really crucial. So next one, privacy settings and controls.
I think it's a must, because we are talking about the art without personal.
No questions. Yeah. Let's proceed further. Onboarding tutorial with animations.
I think it should.
It should. Okay. We will be using influencers, as far as I remember.
Visual search functionality. I cannot imagine how it works, actually.
Functionality.
But we should somehow allow users to search for something. Maybe let it be good. If we are able to come up with some great idea.
Okay. We will discuss it a little bit further. Let's proceed with non-functional requirements.
Responsiveness. Yeah, it's a must.
Responsiveness.
Yeah, it's a must.
Must.
Because we need.
We had such requirements. No, it wasn't. Okay, good. Must.
Yeah. Security measures for data protection. It's also must, because we are working with pretty new technology. Compliance with privacy. It's this one. Yeah, it's important when we are talking about the worldwide expansion, but for the proof of concept with almost no users, it's like good.
Good. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to next one.
Accessible. This one interference with the first point, user interface responsiveness.
Yeah, it's like duplicate.
Okay, just delete it.
Okay, let's put it.
I don't remember what I thought when I added
Intuitive usability without
to
text.
the. Yeah, I think this point makes sense, and it means that we have to put some effort into the research, into the experiments, and gathering users' feedback. So,
Okay, research needed.
no, yeah.
Come on, is it like a killer feature of your product?
It's
no?
not intuitive usability without. I don't think it's a killer feature. No, without even
Okay,
even if the interface is difficult, is complicated, users will get to know how to use it with time. Yeah, and
Okay.
but it would be great if we can engage our users easily.
Okay, great. Let's proceed with
Okay, how this parameter calls the cost of
delay.
no the cost of getting you
Attention.
not retention but first
Acquisition.
acquisition, cost of acquisition. So how much will it cost for us to get each first user? Okay, let's skip it for now. Maintainability and ease of updates. Actually, it's like wood. So for the proof of concept, it's not critical, not crucial.
Everything temporary becoming permanent. Okay, consistency.
And consistency is important. Yeah, because if our interface and icons would not be consistent, if they will very differ from each other, it will confuse our users. They couldn't understand what to do because everything is different. So it's a must, consistency.
No, okay. Actually, it's a judgment for UI
for me
experts actually, and you, like a client. But it's hard to measure.
No, it's not hard to measure. Okay, if we decide that all elements should be white and black and gray and grades without bright colors, and suddenly we have some icons in our interface with red and purple.
No, I got it.
No, we should be consistent in our interface and visual elements.
Well, in this case, there is some additional work needed, like to send the references, how we would like to understand, and then we can like ask UI UX designer to analyze them and provide some options.
I don't have references, no.
So it's like, well, yeah, it's a designer work. So okay, it's a must, yes. But it will be like spread between all features that.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So here is why I did this selection of must features, because first of all we will be focusing on them. Yeah, this is crucial for our client. As we see, we will take into account non-functional requirements, of course, during implementation of those features. So let's go to our table of estimation. I will stop sharing this one. By the way, any questions from our audience
so far?
Yeah.
So I saw a couple of action items that I would like to clarify because they're so high on a high level, and I'm not sure that whether dev team can provide the precise or even a rough estimate because it's so high level. So we need to clarify more details. But overall, it's okay if that's going to be POC.
But why do you think it will be difficult? It will be difficult for somebody who never participated in startups because
No,
each
it's like, like you mentioned security measures. What security measures do we expect to get? We didn't cover it anything. So yeah, we can start with a lot of them. But yeah, that's, and of course that will align on the estimation part. So yeah, and some of them I saw.
If I okay, you will let me know all the ideas of security you come up with, and I will decide which are important for the proof of concept. Because now we are talking only about the proof of concept, and the amount of users will be limited, and the users will be not random person. So the security measures should be not very strict, just to let our investors and our audience know that we are aware, that we are working on it, and so on. Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm just while you're talking, I'm just trying to fill our table. Actually, let's have an overview of this. This is my template, that I'm using for pre-sale activity. Actually, here is, you can see like project estimate, prepared for, you can mention the client, project name, if you have the project name, by the way. Let's
fill it in. Okay, Mykola, prepare it for Mykola.
But guys, I absolutely agree with Andrei. For example, here, okay, user registration and authorization. And then I've asked myself, no, Sergey, you can continue, but I just, how would say, keep time.
Okay.
For example, authorization, I can use 2FA or not use. How many and what data do we need on user registration steps? So this all is not like even rough estimation. We need some more details about each feature that our customer wants, because we can provide not relevant estimation as well.
Kat, for the registration, we will need only social network sign up, SSO. User will not need to provide anything. So.
Okay.
Where the data is being stored in our database, or it's going to be like a third-party solution, such as ours, Zero or Okta.
Why does it matter now for me?
But we can like, we're talking about the architecture, right? That's going to be POC, and in the future
for the POC, please pick the cheapest and the easiest way.
Okay.
And then, when we will discuss the scalability, we will review and rethink the architecture and the tools used for data storing.
Okay. Okay, sorry.
By the way, I'm right now filling the data that we collected from our client, and this part already we are doing without the client. Actually, it's our like.
Yeah. I'm not looking.
It's like our homework that we need to do with somebody technical from your company or from your team. to talk about all the stuff that you received from the client. And actually, the questions that Andrei right now asking, it's a really good question from the technical perspective, because they definitely will be raised by your colleague who will be participating in this pre-sale activity.
Usually, and I also provided you an answer.
yeah. And that's why this is right now we have like good that we have such questions.
Yeah. So by the way, maybe someone else want to ask question, because only Andrei and Ira spoke. We're so glad to hear everyone.
I have one, but if nobody asks, then I do.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't find here. Okay, Victoria.
I'm sorry. No. I will ask after you because you was the first. You were the first.
Okay. I maybe I didn't get. Okay, I don't find any feature about the wall or about something like where I post my arts as a user of this social network. So a lot of creation, but where it should be?
Where should be?
Okay. Profile.
Feed.
Profile.
Maybe it will be a feed or.
Yeah, we will need a feed. Yeah. Okay, please edit. I missed it. Art feed.
And actually, this is another case where we just thinking, okay, that we lost something, and we need to create this, and then for negotiation with the next situation with the client, I will come to him and say that, okay, we, for your convenience, we understood your main idea, and we know that you didn't mention about the feed, but we know that
because it's obvious.
Yeah, it's obvious, and we need to create this, and it will cost like this and this.
Katya, confirm. Everybody says that because it's obvious.
Create the feed, actually.
And also, I have another question. Should it be like, where should it be? Privacy settings, and control. Maybe there. So that's enough. I want to ask about how I can delete my account and all my data according to GDPR policy.
By the way,
yeah, there will be a button with some strange something you will click, and there will be
okay.
Yeah.
Profile creation. Actually, I would say we can put here like profile CRUD operations, because we already understand
CRUD.
What
okay.
CRUD.
Even I know what CRUD is.
Yeah, profile CRUD.
You are lucky, guys. I understand what is CRUD.
Yeah, actually, this is another case, because sometimes we have non-technical clients, and that's why we need to talk about all details to try to avoid such things like a CRUD. Yeah, because CRUD, just for your information, CRUD it's create, read, update, delete. And that's why, because we have a technical client, we just mentioning profile CRUD operations, that we can create profile, somehow read it, update.
And visual content CRUD also.
Content creation, content CRUD.
Yeah.
Operations. Okay. So, do we have any technical project managers on the call, or any technical people right now?
I am a little.
Except our client.
I think it's about 1 or 2 days, maybe.
Yeah. But I would like to talk with our participants.
As a client, I want to see it in 2 days.
Overall, like back and front, in 2 days?
Of course, yeah. With testing and documentation.
It's so optimistic.
So, guys, do we have any backend or front-end former developers?
Can I ask,
Katya?
why didn't here some like design?
Prepare design, actually, yeah.
No, like not like there, but even back end and front end. Should it be there one more stage design part, because
Of course.
according to
And we discussed it that we couldn't.
it's crucial for our client, no?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember, I started with it. We couldn't proceed without the design approved.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No, I even not like I thought not like that. I thought it would be like columns, yeah, not rows. And we should even estimate designs.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. That's why we will do like this. Yeah, for sure. And actually, but by the way, one moment, I didn't show you another thing. Here is
money.
Yeah, everything related to money, and actually, there is based on your experience, you can calculate some formulas, how much time and money you need for design, for PM activities, for QA activities. And if we would, I will just show you. Let's
hello.
For instance,
Hello, Dmitro.
One moment, I will guys show you, and then I will negotiate anything. And then 20 hours, for instance, front end, for instance, more can take.
It's interesting. Why do not we have the pessimistic column?
We are optimists.
Yeah, you can add it as well. I know any different approaches, and you can post and pessimistic and optimistic and realistic 3 parameters. So here is, you see, yeah, it's already pre-filled, and here is we have like some calculations, how much effort do we need in some particular case for optimistic and realistic.
Yeah, and rate per hour. Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, yeah, front end, then it needs to be adjusted, yeah, but at least it has like this. And if you would put, for instance, some numbers, so you will have some budget in calculation already.
Let's pay $40 per hour to PM. No, not designer.
I will find out how much. Yeah.
Okay.
So it can be sum up and so on. But if you'd like, without those formulas, to have design work calculated manually, we can do it like this. But I would focus right now on another flow, just to go and to understand how much time do we need for each feature. And during this discussion, we will have any other insights. So for backend and frontend, here is just to simplify our example. During our discussion, we can highlight some comments here, yeah, that needs to be
only SSO, for example, only SSO, only social sign up.
Okay, only.
But even if it's only social sign up, there are a lot of different way. Yeah.
Okay, only Google, only SSO, only Google. For proof of concept, only Google is enough.
Okay.
And what will be with the refresh and access tokens? Will they like deprecate?
It doesn't matter for us. No.
Come on, Dmitry, is it question for our client?
That's more technical one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have technical client, right?
No,
not so much.
And even if I am a technical guy, I won't think of the architecture.
No, okay. Let's come back to our discussion.
Yeah, of course.
But
About estimation, or
like
you would
product,
like? Yeah, go ahead.
sorry, like product, I asked our client, do you really sure about the Google? Because maybe our target audience, not Google users, for example, TikTok users or something like that.
Of course. But my colleagues, which I suppose will be our test users for the proof of concept, are all using Google accounts, and they will join using Google. Next, when we will expand, we will add other networks. But for the proof
sorry,
of
you are absolutely incorrect here. So I'm so sorry. I can't even explain because your colleagues who will use and test our app are not our target audience. So they are not provide you really needed feedbacks.
Okay, Katya, I cannot imagine a person without Gmail having TikTok account and not having a Gmail. I cannot imagine actually. Okay, let it be Google plus TikTok, but I don't think it's important.
Okay, so we focused on Google. Let's go to profile CRUD operations. But first of all, for instance, we need to provide some information from somebody technical. How much effort do we need? Yeah, and this can be the team, or it can be one person who will be questionnaire you. So let's set like this. Then profile CRUD operations. Anyone would like to
suggest?
Provide estimations, yeah, to suggest.
I would add more information about the profile, what actually will be stored inside the profile. Name, surname, email, password.
No words.
No.
No password.
But how can you change the name? If
you can change your avatar, you can change your background.
I got it. It's it's like with blockchain. It's the name will be generated, yeah, or somehow some ID, yeah, or something like this. I think, yeah.
Why do you need name if you have a unique avatar?
But if you want to reach some person, how you can reach them without any ID?
Maybe by some ID.
Because also you mentioned that that's going to be in a search. Yeah, that's a very good question, Timur. You mentioned in some requirements that's going to be search. If there are no words, how actually it can be possible to find anyone?
Like in blockchain.
There will be a wall of fame with top 100 or top users or most popular or most recent or most, I don't know, unique or anything else, and you will search just by browsing.
But it takes a lot of time. But okay. Can be.
So it's not oriented on like peer-to-peer communication.
Why?
As far as I understand, it's not like I have a friend and I know his.
You can add to the favorites and get quick access.
But still, we need some ID. How to?
Okay, let our designer think how to work with.
But I think in this case we need to have a conversation with architecture, not a designer.
Okay, but it also means for the UI.
Okay, so let's find. I see the raised hand. Yeah, somebody raised hand.
Yes, I wanted to ask. Maybe it's possible to opt out to text in some like service menu, and there will be like ID and other information like changing password. It's like service system. It's not affecting overall experience from the platform.
Yeah, of course, we will need to have a page about rules and conditions and other things with words. But I would like to avoid having words or numbers in user interface as possible.
And there will no any passwords because we will use social.
Yes, yes. No names, no passwords, only tokens from social networks.
Okay. And it's really interesting. Will we prefill the profile with the user avatar, which we can obtain from the SSO?
We can obtain avatars from. Okay, we can generate, we can create manually. We can buy avatars, unique avatars. So there are a lot of ways how to get your unique, representable and запам'ятовуючийся, memorizing avatar.
Okay, got it. But still, I have a question regarding this idea. If we can search for somebody, how we will search?
We will search by style, by popularity, by amount of friends, by we will sort our users. We will filter by country, by gender, by by the way, we couldn't.
But how can I specify, for instance, like the link in another social media that I have the profile of your social network?
I didn't get it.
For instance, if I have a YouTube channel, I can somehow to share the link on my masterpiece, or on my profile. So, and in this,
of course, each person will have its internal ID. But it will never be shown.
Okay, but if we will have this internal ID, we can search by this ID actually in.
You will not have any interface to search. Only administrators will be able to search using the back office, but not users.
But what I am talking about, you can search the person by typing it in browser URL. In this case,
possibly if we use put method instead of get,
Okay.
And if profile will have a special special data in the URL. Only in this case we will be able to
it depends on how we proceed with our front end. The URL can remain without any other parameters.
Okay.
It depends. It depends, and now I don't think it's really important.
Okay, let's move further. Okay, do you have any other related topics?
Yeah, I haven't.
Sorry.
Okay. Maybe should we decompose this user registration and authorization and write down every even little task which we discussed before, and do the same like an example for the next one, because the so high view estimation it could be not.
Yeah, you're right. This is a high-level task, and they should be decomposed. Yeah, for me as a client, I want to see the full decomposition, but I'm not sure that we have enough time to proceed with each point. But for one,
but we can. My point was like we can do it for the one. And it would be enough, for example, for our audience right now to do the homes.
It's totally, absolutely another idea. I'm just trying to show another idea. You're talking about decomposing, and you can do this in the next workshop. And right now, I'm mostly focusing on high-level estimation and negotiation and
okay. Actually, we have only half an hour left.
So we have less time left. So let's proceed with the next one. Profile CRUD operations. So as far as I understand, we can create profile, somehow to show it to somebody somewhere, to generate URL, public URL, and we can update and delete profile, correct?
For example, we can use QR codes to avoid URLs.
Yeah, that was the question. Will we have maybe some like link to share, in other social networks to find us?
Okay, sharing profiles is not mandatory for the proof of concept.
Not mandatory.
Not mandatory. Searching is not mandatory for the proof of concept.
Okay. Let's go with these group profiles. Somebody would like to provide estimation?
I think it's about 1 day, 1 work day for the middle developer.
For the middle, I think even less.
By the way, here is another case. We can have several tabs. For instance, like here is mid dev,
senior dev,
plus something else. Here is like June, or maybe not June,
July,
senior dev, and probably, for instance, 2 senior devs plus one mid dev.
Cool.
And in this case, you can like communicate with the client based on his budget. If you'd like, we can allocate the team like 3 members, 1 middle developer and 2 senior developers, and it will cost and will take like this. Another configuration, we can do this in this way. So please remember about such options. We are not going to have only one option for negotiations. This is definitely, and this needs to be communicated with your management and so on internally. So to have some such negotiation topics. So let's go then like 1 day. 1 day it's 8 hours, and for instance 12 for front end. For front end it can be, for instance, 3, not 3.
Will it with integration? Like with integration of back and front, or only for front end?
What do you mean?
I mean that everything should have integration, between front end and the back end. And when we are estimating, for example, any feature, we should, we should have some time to integrate it, or will it be post factum, or in the process? Will they work simultaneously?
No, actually, we are like talking about high-level estimation, and we are not thinking about such things at this level. We're just thinking about in overall how much time do we need to deliver this feature.
But without integration, nothing will work?
You mean that do we need to include, if you think about such things and you think that it will spend, it will take a significant amount of time and it should be included. Definitely, in this case, you need to include into your estimation, but you don't need to explicitly to post this information for the client.
Hide it from me, please.
No, actually, this is the risks, and we need to think about it. This is like, we will need the time for integration, some parts, and so on, and that's why it will take. Let's put information. When you had the session with somebody from technical side, after this you can just little bit to adjust numbers and include the risks, and like it will be not a 16, it will be 20, and here is I would put 30 to be sure that you will be you will deliver it in time. But you need to communicate, for instance, with sales manager or account manager who already knows the client, and he needs to review this information to understand if the client will approve this budget or not. And in this case, you need to have a conversation not only with a technical person, but with a salesperson as well, who knows some limitations, probably. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, let's speed up. For instance, we already have all our estimates.
Wow.
Yeah.
Magic.
And Chris, you have like you need to calculate the number of hours in total, like in pessimistic and realistic. Actually, here is something wrong with how to say formulas. Actually,
Why?
here is needs to be sum of front end and back end hours, yeah, in total. And I mean that optimistic and pessimistic result from total development hours. Yeah, and based on this, well, it should be like this. Yeah. Based on this, we have like hours. One moment.
You want to divide, not to divide, but
Yeah. It shouldn't be divided here.
why?
What does it mean why?
But okay. Development.
Yeah. Development hours needs to be sum up, and here we'll have like
set plus another.
Yep. Set plus like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
but you may have a different rate per hour for backend and.
It's not my problem.
Yeah, that's Sergey's problem.
It's my problem actually, and it depends. Actually, in most cases,
we just sell developers.
We are just sell developers. We are not selling its backend or front end.
In most cases, yeah.
Yeah, in most cases, we like have a grade like senior developer this price, middle developer this price, and so on. And only this. And in this case, one moment, I will show you.
Thank you for not mentioning junior developers. They are never sold. Okay. They sold as minimum.
For instance, PM.
PM 30.
Well, just numbers.
Okay.
So, and here is you have some calculation based on the formulas, and formula like this. Yeah. 25% of developers work for QA, and around 15% of PM work needed, for instance, and UI UX designer. They usually projects don't have, in my experience, dedicated UI UX designers. They usually like part-time or even on demand. And that's why you don't need to have a dedicated.
But sometimes you need to adjust icon or a style.
Yeah. So that designers usually spread it all over the whole company and doing different parts.
By the way, the salary of this designer is over $4,000 per month. I like it.
Okay. So one moment, I'm trying to find out. Okay, yeah, and here is like you have hours, you have money, and then this is a topic of negotiation. And
by the way, not a bad number.
Not about numbers, yeah. And then you can play with the roles of developers who will be doing this. If our client would like to have like it doesn't matter for him the money, it means only the time, the triangle, budget, scope, and money. budget, scope, and timing. Yeah, and if it's really important for client only the money, we are talking about the money, and we are talking about how can we reduce our budget here. Yeah, and we can say like, okay, will be only 2 middle developers, and it will last longer. For instance, it won't be done not in the 3 months, it will be done in the 6 months, but this budget will be like this. So something like this. And Kolya, you can ask some questions.
Mm-hmm.
And what the benefits of such approach with calculations, with stable, that you are showing transparency to the clients. And of course, any client on the pre-sale stage, they have like a short list of the companies that will be doing their project, and that's why it's really important to have to gain the trust on this stage already, without just sending, okay, it will cost you this number and this number, without any explanation why. During the presentation, you can just go and highlight some topics that the client missed on the previous call, and you need to show to the client your care about him, yeah, and to show your flexibility. This is really important.
Can I ask?
Oh, of course, Katya.
Sure,
I like your questions.
I really enjoy your approach, but come on, we should really care about our customer, and our customer asked us to do design first.
And we also need business analysts involved. We need to do a lot of research, both in design and in approach, because this is the second step, and it is very important. But the design and business analysis is very important before.
And should it be like divided into 2 parts of our contract? For example, this one is technical part, but before we do the same.
But we have a discovery phase, for sure. And during discovery phase, we can, for instance, we need to won this contract, and you can put here the numbers of how much BA will be cost.
And then what then I will do with budget without research? And for example, I how to say in English, промахнулась, maybe in 2 times, and according to reality, and it would be not like 15,000, but it would be 40,000. And what we are going to do with that?
Well, actually, this is a project manager's job, of course, and that's why I just showed the part of negotiations and so on. And of course, you need to talk about the business analysis and design, but you need to own the contract. You need to anchor this client on your company, and then when the client chosen, you will start the discovery phase, and of course you will be talking with the client about other details and so on. Victoria?
Wow, a new speaker. Vika, please.
Yes, let's imagine other situation, because now we're talking about 2 senior devs and 1 middle dev, and how to be in that situation. For example, in the team we have 2 or 3 juniors, 1 middle, and 1 senior developer. And project manager, for example, I'm making estimation with the team lead, his senior right developer, and he put very little estimation, and and we don't have enough time to finish that task. How to be in that situation? For example, I'm manager, but I'm not a technical manager, and I don't really know how much time should we.
Okay, so you're asking about which actions we need to do in this situation, correct? If we
Yes, what to do, and yes, what to do.
okay, so in this
So,
case,
for example, senior developer can do it in 5 hours. The junior developer will do it 15 hours, and senior developer say, "Oh, it's not so difficult tasks. He will do it in 8 hours."
no,
But
it's like a
less for.
common issue. Sometimes such things happening in different projects and companies, and in this case, you need to when you have such situation, you definitely need to communicate with this senior developer and this junior developer, actually with your team, how we are going to solve this issue, because right now we have this situation, and what we need to learn from this situation, what we need to do, and then you need to come to the client with action plan, how you're going to solve this. And what you can do, it's to if it was the issue on your side, definitely you need to have some contingency, some money, for instance, to allocate additional resources from another project or team to speed up this process, to be on deadlines, or negotiate with the client that yes, we has this situation, and we will deliver it a little bit later, and we will do discount for the client based on this situation. There is a lot of different options to do this, but for sure you need to understand how to do the lessons learned from the situation, as I said, and to mitigate this situation in the moment.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And but Victoria, how you would act, and have you had such situations?
Yes, I had that situation, but it was on our internal project. Not no, we don't have customer. Just our boss. He wanted to.
Why do you think your boss is not a customer? Why do you
Yes,
think-
he's like yes. His role was a customer, right?
How you handle it? How you handle it from your side?
How we handle it? I went to to our customer, and I said that I know how that developer works, and that's very small estimation, and I will maybe plus 20 or 30% to optimistic hours for to realistic maybe hours.
Okay.
No, for example, my dev put 8 hours, I put 14 hours. Or my dev put 20 hours, I put hours.
Actually, this is the work of project manager, because you know already some capabilities of your team, and some specific experts, in your team, and you know that somebody can put more hours, but they can do this faster, or somebody put less hour, and this is really necessary, and this is project management job.
Yes, and that other situation, we had client, and our team lead made estimation, and he made that we can do that project optimistic in 2 months, but realistic in 3 months. I came to him and I said, it's impossible to do that in 2 months, because we need to test it, we need to design.
Based on this life cycle of delivery.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why I'm asking how to be in such situations.
It comes with experience.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we have 2 more questions actually.
Okay, go ahead.
who will be first, Dmitry or Olga?
I have a question.
Olga.
We have two prices. Yeah, first one optimistic and another realistic. When we go to our client, which one we show and how we explain it? We show both prices and say him or her that it will cost between,
No,
and then
actually, it depends. It depends, and it depends on the account manager or sales manager who are in charge of such decisions. Yeah, and for sure, you can optimistic. It's in most cases, yeah. In most cases, you need to say realistic numbers. And if you think that the client won't agree on this realistic number, you can somehow to adjust the numbers here, yeah, to put less in some fields, and you are sure that it won't affect your delivery, yeah, and to show less numbers.
And it also depends of the model. If we pay time and material, or we agree on fixed price. So, for example, I think that it would be between realistic and optimistic, and maybe some features will go to pessimistic estimation, which is not even calculated. But I see the cost of the development, the cost of everything, and if I agree with it, I agree with hourly rates. And I see the approximate amount that I will have to pay later, or in advance, for example, for the first month.
Yeah, and in this case, in most cases, in my experience, we are showing this range, the range of numbers.
Actually, showing optimistic is very risky. No, showing optimistic is too risky. I wouldn't show
it. It depends on the politics of your company, actually, yeah. But from my practice, you can, in some cases, you are showing only realistic, yeah. But in other cases, you can show the range. It can be done from this numbers to these numbers.
Yeah, the range is pretty confident.
Yeah, and as for the Tatiana's question regarding the risks, yeah, for sure you can include the risks in ours.
Of course, yeah.
And don't show them to the client explicitly.
Please.
But we are putting the risks 10-15% here.
Okay.
So actually, I finished with my part. I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah. You can stop sharing your screen. Thank you very much. Will you add the link to the Notion?
Yep, it will be.
And it should be accessible by link. Okay, Dmitry, please, your question.
Yeah, I wanted to add something to Sergey's answer for Victoria. And in that case, there should be prescribed areas of responsibility. There was question, like, I do not think that it was like certain question, because she meant senior developer, which estimated task in like 15 hours, and junior less. I think that they should, in that case, you should take the estimation the developer which will do this task, because if senior developer even can reduce this time, it won't work, because if junior thinks really that he will complete this for 15 hours, this first case. And second case, maybe this senior developer can advise something to this junior, and will reduce this time. In this case, we can took this estimation, but we should to add some time for risks and so on.
Yeah. Okay, guys, girls, I have to announce that our time is ran out. We have to finish our meeting. And if you have any questions, please post on social media, tag us, we will answer, or just message us directly. Find us on LinkedIn, on at Slack, in Team Challenge community. We are available and we reply very soon. So feel free to contact us, and we will appreciate if you share your opinion, share your feedback with us using your account.
LinkedIn accounts,
Yeah,
and just tag us. It helps us to stay motivated, and share our experience and grow in our community. Yeah, and of course, subscribe and ask any questions. We are happy to answer.
Yeah, Tanya.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you for participation.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
guys. Thank you for the
Have a good
response.
evening.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.